Good morning. Hi, Terry.
Hi,
How are ya?
I'm good, Deanne. How are you?
Good. You're the sign holder right now.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for some people to come on. It's hookingrugs.com presents our Thursday Live on Facebook and Instagram. And we come on every Thursday at 2 p.m. And Susan Doyle is watching. And Terry Cove's going to be in the camera today because Angela has a little cold and she's at home and she's at home watching. Everybody now, when you have a cold, you just kind of want to stay home and be good to everybody and not bring it, I guess. Betsy Boltick is watching. Jody Madsen. Good morning, Jody. It must be morning where you are. Ingrid Bader is watching. I'll show you the yarns I'm going to be using today. Hi, Wanda Elliott. Wanda lives in Ontario. Lise Lemieux. These are some of the yarns I'm going to be using today. We are going to, yeah, you can just lay that anywhere, Terry. It's good. All right, so this is Terry Cove. Terry and I have been friends forever. And this is Lorna, and Lorna's taping on Instagram for us today. Lynn Strom says, good morning from Alberta. Sherry Young says, hi from Maine. Connie Hickman LaRue is watching. And hi to Kim Merritt. So we've got a nice crew out. I'm going to pass this over to Terry and let you you can just follow me around a little bit, Terry. So
Sure.
Today, I just went to my son's new home and had a look around. And I was talking to his partner, and she said that she liked natural colors. So this is 14 by 14. What I've done is I've created a piece that's 15 by 15 because I can always make it smaller. And I'm going to hook that today. So you can see what I've done here. I've been really trying to create a practice of drawing every morning. So I was drawing the other morning, and I was drawing like fields, and I thought that I would like to hook a rug with some fields in it, so as I often do. So what I'm going to do with this piece is, because I'm going to, which is something I don't usually do, because this is for a stool top, I am going to hook with cloth and yarn, but I'm going to hook the edging all around the edge. I'm just going to hook a line straight around the edge. And you'll notice that it's not perfectly straight because sometimes it's pulled in different, like I just want to show you that it's pulled, like, so it's pulled here, so it comes out a little bit. So when in a case like that, I try to really follow the line that I have drawn on. So I'm using some black wool cloth.
The feed has stopped.
Feed has stopped. It should come right back, Terry. Is it coming right back?
Well, I'm seeing messages from folks, so.
So I think it's back, yeah, sometimes. So we're going to just hook this all around the edge, and then I'm going to outline it. And when I'm outlining it, I might make some changes, and I may also change the yarns, like the black yarns that I use. I may make some dark yarns. So I made a rug like this many years ago. It's in my Simply Modern book. And if you don't have the Simply Modern book, you can probably get it from your library. A lot of your libraries have my books. I want you to remember that. You go to your library, and if they don't have them, you can ask, can you get them for me on interlibrary loan? And that's a good thing, right? Because the library system often will borrow from another library so that you can read it. So I did a book like a rug like this a long time ago, but I want to do this one a little bit different. And I've been looking at different artists and how they approach landscapes, and really trying to, you know, I always want to hook, right? That's my thing. I always want to hook. But in the mornings now, I'm just trying to draw a little bit more and sort of create a real strong practice of drawing. Now, I do want to talk about Shetty Camp frames. We just got another order in, and that's what I'm working on here. It's a Shetty Camp frame. It's like a table frame. We just got another order in. But if you want a Shetty Camp frame for Christmas, I would order now. I would order very soon, because I'm not, the man who builds them for us is going to be building, he's helping build a house, and I'm thinking he's going to have another batch for us before Christmas, but I'm not sure of that. And I just want you to know that it takes a while to get them, and they take a while to ship because we actually have to buy the boxes for them and pack them up, and once the orders start coming in. So if you're thinking about a Shetty Camp frame for Christmas, I'm just asking you please to get your order in, because we have them now. I'm hoping we'll have them another batch before Christmas, but they have been, you know, we sold a lot on the weekends. It's just something that people are buying right now. And I just don't want you to be disappointed. And so think about that. If you want a Shetty Camp, get your order in. For sure. The phone just rang. I'm thinking, do you think it might be a Shetty Camp?
Maybe.
Might be. Could be. So, yeah. And the Shetty Camp frame, for me, is a very comfortable frame. Normally, when I'm here by myself, I just sort of snuggle right up. So let's get comfy. Let's just pretend I'm here by myself.
So if they went on the website, what were the frames? Is it under frames? Or
It's under Shetty Camp.
Under Shetty Camp.
Under Shetty Camp. Under frames. But if they Google it, they Google Shetty Camp frames.
So they just go to your site.
They just go to hookingrugs.com if you want to order one. Yeah. Luke is our maker, and Grant makes some too. But Luke has been making most of them lately, and Grant sort of just does them when he has time. So I'm loving this cloth. I'm just loving. Some people are saying, "Oh, you never hook with cloth anymore." It's not a deliberate intention. Like I don't really think about it. It's more about the texture or color that I'm looking for. That's what it's about for me. Like what I'm after in terms of color and texture. So this is kind of boring, isn't it, watching me outline this? Is it finding it boring? Are everybody bored watching me outline? Do you want me to add some color? Terry's bored. Just laugh.
Well, yeah, add some color to you. Give us something exciting to film here.
Something exciting to watch, yeah. Okay. Well, I got to get a few more lines in, and then I'm going to add some color. And I'm going to use a couple of, this is Das Terrace. This is a new yarn. Now, this is so fine, and you know, one of the mistakes that I think people make when they're hooking and choosing yarns is to only choose chunky. And why is that a mistake? Why is it a mistake to only use the chunkier yarns? Can anybody tell me why?
Just don't get the variation.
Yeah? Is that what you were saying, Terry?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody else is saying.
Okay, give them a minute. So Terry says don't get the variation. What do you guys think? Anybody got a thought here about anybody have any experience using fine yarns in their rug hooking? I'm waiting for you to talk to me. I'm interested in what you got to say.
Lisa says she enjoys watching and listening. She doesn't care what you're hooking.
God love you, Lisa. Thanks. Not like Terry. Let's get some color in there. I can't look at this any longer.
Someone else said texture?
I've known Terry for too long, apparently.
I have two with texture.
Texture.
No
yeah.
variety in the texture.
No variety in the texture. And that's exactly what it is. And it is like what Terry said as well. But what it really is contrast in texture. So if I have something wider, then it's nice to balance it out with something thinner. And balance is an important part of art, I think, is just balancing things out and making them, you know, just kind of giving a kind of a unity and a harmony without everything being exactly the same or the same weight. So I get kind of bored with a rug or a piece when I look at it and everything is the same weight and the same look. I like it. I really appreciate that variety. So now let's see what it's like to hook a really thin yarn and where we're going to put it. Got 2 more strips of black to go in, you guys. Just hang in there with me. And today I'm going to show you Angie's new collection. And remember, we still have some of the Rebooting collection. Rebooting is still up. You can still buy Rebooting. It is available. But the Alice and Emma collection, we have 30 left. I don't know how long we're going to keep that collection, but we still have some left. If anyone wants one, you can still get it. It is a great collection with a lot of sort of wintry and fallish colors in it. So And
So,
so
do you ever find when you're using fine yarn that it wants to pop back out? It doesn't want to stay in the.
let me see. I don't really find that. No, I don't notice that, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Let me see. I can't really think of it right now. I'm just going to try it with 3 strands, and I'm going to do it here.
I was gonna say because normally you don't use 1 strand, right?
No.
Normally you would use like 2 or 3.
You'd use 2 or 3. So this is the 3 strands. Oh my gosh, I just love it. So what happens is it looks like I pulled up 3 different loops, right?
Yeah.
But I haven't. I kind of snuck it in there, and I'm pulling them up one loop at a time, but 3 come up, and that gives me a really interesting texture. This yarn is really beautiful. Now I think we only have, don't get too crazy. If you go in, I think it's Das Terrace, and it's Malabrigio yarn, and it is on our website, and we just have a few of these. We don't have a lot. Maybe there's 3 of them or something. I don't know. Not very many. So 3 skeins, I mean. But we have other finer yarns. Even if you're a knitter and you have leftover sock yarn, that can make an awesome, put it, triple it up and hook it up and just watch what happens. Those striped sock yarns, they could be really great for rug hooking.
Deanne, do you ever have any trouble getting all 3 strands?
Yes, a little bit. Like sometimes you end up pulling up 2 instead of 3 or whatever. So yeah, it's a little bit more, time consuming, or you have to be more careful. Now, I'm going to just stick with the 3 because it's looking so good. I love it. I'm really happy with this.
This lady says she uses 4, but it seems to want to pop back out.
Yeah,
so
4. Yeah, 4.
But you don't have
you
that
can
problem.
do 4. No, I'm not having that problem, but the other truth is that I've been doing it for a long time. So, it's practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes really good. Right? Because, you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be good. One woman came in here one day and she said her husband's favorite saying is, don't let perfect get in the way of the good. And I think that's really true. We have little accidents when we're hooking, or little mistakes, and that's okay. You see how I'm going in all different directions here? And I'm going right over to the point. I always like to mention that you want to get right in there. Get that red right in there. So next after this I'm going to add a Peruvian Highland yarn. So we want this to be earthy. So I'm going to add some golds and some greens. I want it to be, and there's a little piece of this that kind of reminds me of Prince Edward Island. You know how when you go to Prince Edward Island and you're driving down the highway and you look in the fields and they're all cut in sections. So I think this is going to make it great. And the other thing I'm going to show you today is I'm going to show you my latest rug. And that was the rug that I was working on. That I remember a couple of weeks ago I was working on that rug and we were having so many problems with it. And I just sort of had to give it up for a little while, walk away from it and start something else. Well, I've got it done, and it came out really beautiful, and I'm really happy with it. So what question shall I ask you today? Okay, I know what I want to know today. I want to know, who do you want to teach how to hook? Who would you like to teach how to hook rugs, and why? So tell us that. Tell us about who in your life you think would really benefit from hooking rugs, and who would you like to teach them? Who would you like to teach, and why you'd like to teach them? So I'm waiting. I'll wait now. Who would you like to teach how to hook rugs? And you know what? It can be someone in your life, or it could be maybe you want to teach, I don't know.
Robert Redford.
Maybe you want to teach Robert Redford. Terry wants to teach Robert Redford how to hook rugs. And he could hook rugs all the way to Sundance. Lorna, who would you like to teach?
Myself.
You have hooked,
But
Lorna.
I'd like for my sister to, take it up.
You'd like to see your sister take it
Yeah,
up?
so she could make me stuff.
Lorna's all about herself.
I don't
Lorna says she'd like to teach her sister how to make rugs so that her sister could make things for her.
Well, you'd have to teach her because, I'm not very good at it.
I could teach her. I could teach Gail anytime she wanted to learn. So now, who's telling us who they'd like to hook? Who they'd like to teach?
I've got a friend, his friend Greg, has loves craft work.
Yeah.
My future daughter-in-law.
Oh.
My daughter, so she carries on the tradition.
Oh, that's good. So somebody wants to teach their daughter, so they carry on the tradition. Their daughter-in-law. Someone said they want to teach their friend Greg.
Picasso, to see what he would create.
Oh, who said that? What a good idea.
Yvonne.
What?
Yvonne?
Yvonne said she'd like to teach Picasso how to hook rugs. So just to see what he would make. Oh, that's really interesting, Yvonne. Terry, you getting any response on Facebook Live?
I'm not.
A lot of sister-in-laws and daughters.
A lot of sister-in-laws.
Girlfriends.
Wow. Great.
Lots of people watching.
Lots of people watching.
Nobody's want to
commenting.
answer the question.
Let's see.
Some people are losing on Facebook.
Are they? They're losing on Facebook. Can I see what we got there, Terry? Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Yeah. Yeah. But you're not seeing any comments.
No.
No, Terry's not seeing the Facebook comments. We'll have to look at those
dead.
after. What?
The problem with Facebook, I think.
Oh, well, we've got quite a few people watching there, so we'll have to keep steady.
But the numbers keep going up and down, so maybe there's some issues. Anyway,
Yeah, all right.
I like that
now,
yarn.
This yarn is Lana Grande, and we have that in lots of colors on the website. It's $14.95. It's pure wool. It's a great yarn. I encourage you. It's a Peruvian Highland, and there's 87 yards on a skein for $14.95 Canadian, which is around $11 US. So now I'm going to bring this in here. Now I can go a lot faster with this yarn, right? Because it's hooking up. Well, it hooks up really quick. But it's got a nice twist to it. So what I'm going to do with all of these squares is I'm just going to fill them as if every field had a different crop. That's how I like to go. So we'll get this one in here. It's a really nice soft green, jadey color. Take it, and then I'm going to go over to my bin of greens, and I'm just going to pick something out, and I'm not going to worry too much. I'm just going to make sure that the tones stay the same. So she wanted nice autumny tones, so let's go over here. Oh, we'll pull
Elizabeth McGregor is watching.
oh, hello Elizabeth. I'm just going to pull some gold and some of our boucle and just see if I can use that. Now everyone doesn't have, you can use 2 yarns in one block if you want. You don't have to keep them all separate. That's entirely up to you, whether or not you keep them all separate. So this rug I'll probably be working on, I might be working on it next week when you come, or I may have moved on to something else, and when the time comes, I'm going to get Kathy to come in and help me put the stool together, and I'm going to show you that on one of our Facebook Lives. So, I've been working on a theme of water a little bit and moving water. It's sort of been a theme that I'm working on, so I want to show you the rug that I just finished. So I'm just going to leave you here today with this yellow. So we got a nice combination right here. I think those are good earthy colors, and I'm going to go show you my new rug. Are we getting towards the end of our time, Lorna?
It's 2:19.
Okay, we're doing great. All right, let's go. Let's see. So come with me. Come on out. And I'll show you my newest rug. We're probably going to hang it up there. These were 2 rugs that I did. These were 2 rugs that I did lately. And this was the spring meadows. That's sort of a little tree in the yard. And there's one there. And then there's this one here, which is Cumberland Fall. Oh, I'm going to slide by you guys. And then this is my latest right here. And this is one of the I guess these are all of the beach where I grew up, kind of. It's the moving waters. This is kind of, and I've changed, but I really like how the water is coming in and how much movement there is in that water. So I'm really pleased with it. I think it came out pretty good. And I really like, I showed you the clouds last week, so let's have a good look at those clouds now, here today. And you see all the different whites in the cloud, there's so many. And then after you guys left last week, I filled in the light blues. I used some really light sari, and I just got a really good collection of whites. It's really, white is a very important color, like white to cream. And remember that there is no white wool. White wool is naturally cream, and then we bleach it to get it white. So there's that, and then here is our new collection of yarns. This is a new yarn that we put on the website, and it's quite thick, and it's our Gemstone collection. So we're going to pull them out here, and she's got them all tagged. We've got carnelian. Well, I don't even know what gemstone that is. We've got sapphire, which is really a gorgeous blue. We've got emerald, and we've got jasper, which is all, jasper is kind of like topaz too. They're close, aren't they?
Angie would have had Angie did these?
Yeah, Angie
she
did
would've-
these. She had a field day.
I was going to say, this would be right
Yeah,
up her.
she loved it.
Yeah.
And this is amber. Amber used to be my favorite stone one time. I had amber earrings. And what's this one? Can you guys guess? Citrine. This is citrine. And we've got ruby and rose quartz, aquamarine, tiger's eye. Oh, I love tiger's eye. Was very fashionable one
Yeah.
time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Back in the day.
back in the day. Garnet. What would this one be? Turquoise, amethyst, tanzanite, and peridot. I probably am saying that wrong. Peridot. Angie has a better color language than I do, a better color vocabulary. So this yarn is now available on the website. It hooks up really beautifully. I'm going to open one to hook. So let's see. If I was picking one for the rug that I'm doing, what would you pick? I think I know what I need. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, let's try one. So this is a kind of a coarser, thick yarn. I'm going to take the garnet, because look how good the garnet's going to look. Oh, yeah, it's going to look really good. Now, I think what I'll do is I'm going to use the garnet in a few places in this rug. So you can see that there is some gradation. It's hand dyed, so you can see there's a little bit of difference in color there. And they're available separately. We didn't create you don't have to buy them all for this one. We've just created a new collection, some interest in the yarns, some interesting new yarns. And so I'm going to take this, and this is going to be my corner piece right here. And let's see how this hooks up. Oh, it hooks up beautifully. It's a one stream, right? It's a kind of a stream yarn, so it's not this one. See how this one's got a twist? So this one doesn't. It's just a stream one, so it hooks up really easily. And it's a really strong yarn. Good and sturdy. So we're starting something new today. Every week when you come on the live, well, every week that I remember, when you come on the live, you can win a prize. All you have to do is comment and share if you're on Facebook, or comment if you're on Instagram, and we'll pick someone every week and we'll mail them a prize. So we just want you to remember the importance of sharing rug hooking. Because when you share rug hooking, and I'm serious, when you share rug hooking, you just never know what you're sharing. You could be sharing friendship, you could be sharing kindness, you could be sharing community, you could be sharing love. It might be just what somebody needs in their life. Because I believe that making makes people better. I'm sure of it. I know. It's worked for me anyway. Hasn't it, Terry? You've known me for 30 years.
Yeah, you're much better now.
Lorna, would you say I'm better than I was 15 years ago?
Yeah, but I didn't know you as well 15 years ago.
No, you
either,
didn't.
So.
But making makes you better. I really believe that. And I want you to share. I want you to share these videos. I want you to share about rug hooking. And when you share, every week I'm going to have a little prize. Just some small little thing that I'm going to pack up and send you with a little note. And this week I'm going to send you one of these. And it's our new Create Beauty Everyday necklace. And it's a big chunky silver chain with the 3 tags on it. So all you have to do is share the video. If you can share it, and comment. Make a comment in the comments, and we'll pick someone every week. And so we'll pick someone every week, and we'll send them off a little package with a little gift in it. And that's what I want to do, because what did I say? When you share rug hooking, you never know what you're sharing. So please do share the videos, and look at this garnet. It's really...
Can you just say what the rug you're making today? Like what it's for the footstools, just so people.
yeah.
We have a couple people to ask, and they were.
Okay, this rug that I'm making today is going to be a cover for this footstool here, which I found on my walk. I was walking down the street, and I found this footstool, and it was outside the house that my son was moving into. So I thought, oh, that's perfect. So he saw it, and he said, that'd make a good housewarming gift. So he said, but I think she'd like it black. So we painted it black, and now I'm making a cover. And you can just see how good that's going to look on there. I can see it now, right? And the top of this is 14 inches, 14 by 14. So I'm making it a little bigger. It's probably going to reach over a little bit, and I'm hoping that it's going to work out. And if it doesn't, we'll adjust it, and we'll figure it out. So there you go. One of you are going to win the little Create Beauty Everyday necklace, our little chunky chain. And all you have to do is share the video and comment on the video, and that's it. And thank you for watching this week. I'm always happy that you watch. I always appreciate your time. And thank you very much. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're here together. Take care. Bye-bye.